Alright, so today's video is going to be focusing on a gimbal for a smartphone. And it's also a selfie stick and a tripod. So it actually serves multiple functions. So here's a few images that detail some of the specifics about this device. And then we'll take a little closer look, put the phone on it, and you can kind of see how it actually works. Alright, so as stated, a gimbal, a tripod, and a selfie stick. So this is the little Bluetooth remote, and I'm going to just pop that in place. So that nests right there. Of course, you can pop that open to replace the battery whenever necessary. And this is a selfie stick in that way, so you can use it, as a selfie stick. You also have the option to use this as a tripod. So you could actually have this sitting, and you can use this, take this remote back up away from it, have your phone held in place, and you can snap photos remotely if you wanted to do so. Pretty cool. But obviously the best feature is that just pops back into place and snaps. So these things, they're not falling open. Makes a nice solid handle to grip onto. You loosen up this piece right here. You can fold this down so it makes it very portable. You can toss it in your bag and you're ready to go. So let's open that up. Kind of lock that in place. And then we take a look at the actual gimbal portion here. So as you can see, it actually flows pretty well. You do have a lock here, so if you want to lock it in a certain position, you can do so, leaving it unlocked for now. These little wings, if you will, arms, are collapsible to make it more portable, but these pop out, and then it is spring loaded. So that's what's going to hold your phone. Put my phone in it here in just a moment. You have your micro USB charging port. You also have your charging indicator as well as the button that fires up the actual gimbal. So what I'm going to do right now, you can see right now it kind of just goes wherever it wants. It's not really stabilizing or moving any which way. So I'm going to get my phone, which is a Galaxy Note 9, and it's inside of a fairly rugged case that has a screen protector built into the front. So it's a little thicker, has a kickstand on the back, a little thicker case, and this actually holds it with no problem, and it's a little heavy, so this actually manages to deal with both the heavy and the thickness with the case. So let me slide this in place. I think I've got it relatively centered. It may not be perfect, but obviously it's a little heavy. So I think ideally you would try to get the phone kind of centered as much as possible so that it balances at least a little bit. Like that's a little better than being like this. Alright, and our button up here. Now obviously if you push this button and you have it paired via Bluetooth, you can snap photos and everything. That's pretty much a given. That's pretty much all selfie sticks work that way. But this one has the added benefit of the gimbal. So if we push and hold this button here, you can see the little green light. And now you can see how my phone is stable. Now obviously it doesn't work this way, but it does work back and forth this way. And you can see the stabilization. So that's actually very, very good. It works quite well. Especially with a heavier phone like this, Now let me go ahead and turn this back off so you can see it's on. And I want to turn this off. I don't know if you saw that little bit of shake, but that was the disengagement of the actual gimbal function. Now you can see the phone is actually tilting, so it's not being held. The gimbal's not actively trying to hold it in place. And now if I do this, you know, it's kind of just all over the place. It's leaning to the side. So I think it's really, really cool that it has multi-functions and multi, capabilities built right in. You have the Bluetooth button, so if you want to take photos, you can do so. Again, once you slide this selfie stick portion up, you can actually pop that piece right there out and have a remote control, so you can actually back away, have this maybe in a tripod setup. If you wanted to get a much wider shot, that would actually be kind of cool. This Galaxy Note has a stylus that has a remote shutter type option similar to this, and it's actually quite cool to have. So to have this for phones maybe that don't have that functionality and add that to the phone's functionality is a really cool aspect as well. It's just a little coin cell battery, so. But yeah, overall, really cool. Again, it holds the phone really, really well. And turning this off and on is just as simple as you can see right here. And you may be able to hear it, so let's see if you can hear it engage. You definitely see that it changes. And you can hear that chicka-chick. So it kind of like rocks a little bit when it disengages and engages. But definitely makes a difference. Definitely works. Really cool multi-function device. I'll leave a link below. You can find out more about this. I don't know what the pricing is going to be in the future, but it's less than 50 bucks right now, I believe. So that's pretty impressive for all the functionality you get, because I've seen some like selfie sticks or tripods that are half of that price by themselves in some instances. But with the locking mechanism, if I put this like say right there, then you can see it kind of just locks it in place. So that's if you just want to use the tripod function, you didn't even want to use the actual gimbal portion at all, you can just lock that in place, or even the selfie stick aspect. You just lock that in place, and when you're done, you just pop that down back to gimbal mode. Yeah, really cool device. Very useful for people who are using their phones, maybe for vlogging or what have you. Anyway, check out the link below. You can find out more. Hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching.